let's go ahead and get this ready to go. All right. Tilt that at a better angle for you guys. All right. Okay. All right. So we are back, and I want to make sure that we can see the action here because there is a lot going on. And where is my big old breaker bar that I need to break this bolt loose? And we have it here. So we need to break all these bolts loose on this big old mold head. And here we go. Let's get that guy. Let's get that guy stuffed in there. There might be some gunks. Oh, bastard. It's because I got the cheater bar stuck on him. Get everything out of my way. And then we'll get this guy up in there. Get him set. Get him set. Oh, man. Why is he being such a problem here? I think I see why. We got... Okay. Well, why wouldn't that happen? We dropped the bit. We dropped the bit, so we got to head down, back downstairs, and grab it. But we are having some trouble getting this. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right.
Take me a half hour to get out of here again.
All right. All right. So headed back up to where all the action is, and we gotta get this guy inside of there. But there's a bunch of gunk in there from what I can see. So now we got to get this guy. Oh man, this thing is. I gotta get that in there. So let me smack it with the cheater bar. Just a little. There we go. And get the cheater bar slid over and get some pressure on him. And there he goes. I knew it would comply. It just takes a little bit of convincing. Yep, this is it. And now we gotta get that out of there. There we go. And turn. And then turn. This guy in there. There we go. And turn it a little bit more. Man, this thing is tight. It's like a little recessed area. We gotta get this out of there ever so gently. This is the part that's probably gonna take the longest on this repair here. And we just wanna get this guy out of there and we will be happy, because as soon as we get this guy out of there, we can move along with this repair and maybe get out of here at a decent hour today. So let's get this guy out. If you guys are tuning in, let me check it out. We got what? We got one person in the house. We just started this repair. We actually took a lot of this head apart, and then we had to come back to this because we broke our impact socket. Straight sheared right away. Sheared. There we go. There we go. A little bit at a time. Okay. A little bit at a time. There we go. We got them loose. And that is a pain. It's a good thing all these bolts have that anti-seize on it. You know what we're going to do here? We are not going to struggle with this as much. And I am going to go get a bit that will help me. This friendship is over. Here we go. Now we got this big boy. Little extension. This extension is going to make things a lot easier. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. There we go. So now that we have that extension in place, we can go ahead and grab our breaker bar again, like so, and get them in the end. I don't know why it didn't come to mind, but then again, I never made it past high school. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. What a turn of events, huh? I guess when you use your head, it works. And if you don't use it, well, it doesn't work. Look at that. Coming right out like butter. Right out like butter. There we go. You wouldn't believe it if you didn't see it yourself. Wasting all that time. Much ado about nothing, right? Okay, so we got him out. So now I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit higher in the air. Right? And then we're going to work on this guy. This is get him in there. See, inside those, inside these bolts, it's a little gummy. I hope that didn't shake the camera too much. But yep, she broke free. She broke free. Everybody's happy. Happy, happy, happy. Get them out. And it is early in the morning around here. I don't know what time it is where you're at, where you guys are from out there, but it is early here. And we're trying to break these bolts loose on this giant head of a giant machine. So everybody's probably out there just yawning and stretching. And I've been here for over 2 to 3 hours already fighting this beast. And we're going to continue to fight this beast until this job is done. This is a huge industrial repair, live, and right before your eyes, and right before mine too. Sheesh, that thing is gummy. Why? Why is he having such a hard time just to get inside? Get into there. There we go. Okay, so we're going to have to do some convincing. Let's pull that out. We're going to set him in there and little tap. You know, there we go. Get the ball in and let's get the ball rolling. Oh man, that is a tight one. So when it's a tight one like that, I'm going to go ahead and pull this extension off. And I'm going to pull the socket off. Put this guy somewhere where it's not going to fall and make me climb back down. Get this guy off. Put him somewhere where he's not going to fall. And we will get our socket. Put him on the end of our breaker bar. And we will get him set right back where we want him. Right? And then we're going to grab this big old cheater bar and we're going to cheat. We are cheaters around here. Oh, and there he goes. There he goes. Happy, happy, happy. All right. So now that we broke him loose, we can work on corkscrewing them out. Remember, lefty loosey, lefty loosey. And there it is. Backing out. Quit backing out. All right. Got that guy loose. So we are working on all these bolts here. And we're actually going to have to insert these bolts into this cavity right here, because this cavity actually puts pressure on the head headed outward. And that's how you back it out. Reverse force. If I can get him in there. There we go. Oh. All right. So we'll leave him right there. So we'll pull this guy out. And we'll set him to the side. Pull this guy out. Set him to the side. And we're going to pull this guy out. And do the same. Okay. Now we're going to go down a little bit. And we will head a little bit closer. Get better positioning so I can get this guy broken free. Oh, he's already loose. Oh man, beautiful. So we'll get this guy out, and then we will put him into the other cavity, so we can use these two bolts to break this head free. And let's go ahead and head to the other side, which here we are now. We are here, and we'll get this guy. Oh man, these things are gummy inside. Oh yeah, it's gummed up. What is in there? Just a bunch of crust. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to push past this crust and just kind of hammer him in. Yep, and he has gone in. There we go. All right. Matter of fact, let me get this guy at a better position, and we're gonna push him down. You know, might need to use that breaker bar again. All right. Yep, we are gonna need it. So we got the old cheater bar applied to the breaker bar, and we're gonna get broke it free. And that's how you do it. That's how it's done out here in the wild. I don't know how you guys do it where you're from. I had an impact socket, but it sheared. I had two big old fat impact. Actually, I got 3 impact guns down there, and my socket sheared off this beast. Untamable. This machine is untamable. So I had to break out the breaker bar since my primary weapon of choice got destroyed. So I'm gonna have to get me a new one of those, and we will work on this last bolt here. All right, so working on this last bolt, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of tap in my socket. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna go ahead and use the same procedure that worked before with that big old cheater bar. We're gonna break them loose, and as soon as he's broken loose, get down. All right, broke it loose. That was fairly easy. I love it. I love it. I love it when it's easy. Okay, so once we break it loose, we got to get this extension, because this shaft and has a little recess in here, and this little portion right here does not let you get things out comfortably. So if I do it from afar, it's kind of like a linkage system, and it gives me just that extra 1/8 inch of space to get it out. I hope you're seeing this out there. Oh, because these are some big bolts. I think they're 7/8, I believe. I don't know, but they're big, and and they're gummy. They go through an oven cycle. They get hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. So that really starts to seize things up. Okay, so we got that guy. So we got that guy there. So we're going to go ahead and get him in there, right? And now we're going to do something that I highly advise against. We're going to put a regular socket on an impact gun. You guys are like, no, don't do it. Do not do that. But we're only going to do that just to let me get this guy shifted. Oh, we got one more bolt that we did not get. Oh my goodness. I almost made a huge boo-boo, guys. Huge boo-boo. I forgot this little bolt down here. And we'll make quick work of him. Quick work. All right. There we go. Get him back on here. Woo! Boys, we almost yep, we almost had that would have been a bad time. All right, there we go. So we got him. There we go. Oh, let's get him in there. All right, so let's see. There we go. Okay, I gotta get him sideways so I could get that cheater bar on him. All right, here goes the cheater. Here goes the cheater. Slide him over and push him down, and he broke free. Hallelujah. That was a little bit easier than I thought. There we go. All right. Bring him back around. One more turn. Lefty loosey. All right, guys. I hope you guys can see it. There we go. So it is, 7 in the morning, and my hands are filthy. Been up for like 4 hours already, fighting with this. 2 hours already fighting with this guy. The actual fight started at 4:30 a.m. and we are still here fighting. Who's gonna win? I hope it's me. Let me see. So we got 2 people here. Good to see you guys. Glad you showed up. All right. So we got this guy. So we're gonna impact in. Let's go ahead and up. We need our extension. All right. There we go. And here it is. We're going to go ahead and put some pressure on this head, and we're going to use the back force from this plate to twist it out. Oh, yeah. There we go. It's going to hit anytime now. Anytime now. There it is. All right. So we do the same here. Do the same here. Oh, yeah. We just let the tools do the work. There he goes. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So that's those 2. We got 2 more on the other side. All right. Oh, there we go. All right. It's looking beautiful. There we go. All right. Okay. are almost there. So we need to apply some pressure on this guy now and start to get this split head out. There we go. Okay. Let me get a little bit more on this top guy. Oh. Okay. Get a little bit more on this guy. Make sure. All right. Let me head to the other side. All right. Oh, there we go. That looks like it's going to be somewhat of a pain. All right, so I think it's time to get that the breaker bar. We're going to use the breaker bar from here on out because I do not want to break this socket. This is the last one that I have. And I sheared my impact socket on the first live I was doing. Here we go. Oh, push. It's on its way out. Push. Oh yeah, she's coming. She's coming out. Let's get to this guy. Push. And then this guy. Push. Okay, let's head to the other side. A little bit over here, a little bit over there. And voila, next thing you know, we got this big gap right here. Push. And we're gonna go ahead and get this guy. And we just gotta keep turning these guys one by one until we get this gap. See, it's gapping out. It's gapping out right there, guys. Yep, little by little. All right. There we go. Oh yeah, she's pulling out. Oh my goodness. The only thing I'm afraid of is our bolts may not be long enough. So what are we going to do? We'll figure that out when that time comes. I need something a little bit longer with a whole lot of threads. There we go. Push. And these ones are almost to the end of their widths. Once I got it split, I suppose I could get something in there to wedge that out. All right. I guess the professional name would be called like a chisel. All right, so we got it. Oh, there we go. It's going the wrong way. All right, so we are pushing and pushing, and that head is almost loose. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. There we go. Oh, she is breaking free like nobody's business. Oh, I think we are hitting our limit here for these bolts because they're not fully threaded bolts, which maybe wouldn't be a bad idea to get us some of those fully threaded bolts. All right, let's head to the other side. And here we are. I think we got just a couple more turns on this guy. Couple more turns on this guy right here. Oh, okay. Yeah, we are to the wit's end on these guys. I wish I had a longer bolt, but you don't always get what you wish for. Well, there we go. Oh, okay. So since we have hit our limit, I'm gonna go ahead and use our pry bar to maybe get this job the rest of the way. Here we go, Big Blue right here. Welcome to the party, Big Blue. Welcome to the party, Big Blue. So we got to get this head out. And there is 7 of us in here right now. I appreciate it, guys. Spending the morning. We'll eat your breakfast. We out here working, man. We out here getting it so that business can continue come Monday morning. Yes, look at that. Look at that. Oh. So let me head over to the other side and make sure that this side is gonna pry out as well. Oh yeah. Oh, she's loose. We have, boys, we have completed the assignment. Part 1. Yes, she is broken free. Look at her. Look at her. And all her glory. Okay. Yep, she is loose. So now that we got that part out of the way, let me get this pendant. And I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on her. There we go. Yep, looks like she's loose. Do I see anything else that we have to do? So what do we got here? Aha, that's a bolt hole. So now we shaft out until I can get access to these bolts right here. And that is what we want here. Okay. Okay. Let's see, maybe I can move this scissor lift and get it from the top. No. All right. There we go. A little better position in here. So now we're gonna head on up to the east side. And I am gonna use my breaker bar to pry into that wedge, into that pit. And we will hope that we can slide this head off far enough. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit harder than I thought. Let me go up a little bit higher. All right, there we are. A little bit higher, you know. Why mess around? Okay. We got this big. Oh. We got that big old cavern right there. Let's see, we were gonna get this. We're gonna get this. All right, so what are we going to do here? We are going to, we're gonna pry. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pry and cross our fingers because I believe we are getting there. We'll go ahead and move this guy, and I'm gonna start prying on the bottom side. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna head over to the other side. And we're gonna pry from this side. Oh, this is a tight space. There we go. We broke them free. Fellas, we broke it free. I think we beat the beast. Let me get this bar out of my way and head over to the other side, you know, the usual song and dance. And we gotta break this guy a little bit free. Success. We have accomplished the assignment. Whew, that's a beautiful thing. So we'll get him a little bit further in there. You can look at all that yummy goodness in there. That is a few years. There she be. That's what success looks like right there. Goodness gracious, I've been fighting with that thing for little while now. Guess we did it together. Okay, up, yep. And that is what she looks like. So now what I got to do is I need to get in here and get these bolts loose so I can get the actual head off of this shaft, because this shaft is the problem. And I'll get a new shaft in there and we get that all replaced and pack up, grab our check and go home. Whew. Okay, so I got to get to these guys from maybe this angle, so I need to get this thing slid out. How are we gonna do that? I'm trying to think, do I want to use the forklift? Let's see here. Maybe I could get it a little bit further out using the pick side. Yes. Yes. And now we'll use the pry side and push it just that little bit more. You heard? You heard me? Okay, so now we got access to this guy. So let's go grab us something that resembles an Allen wrench and start plugging away. Woo-wee. Happy times are here again. All right, so we're gonna head over to the old bag of tricks and see what we can dig up. We got 14 people in here. Good looking out. We got a couple of thumbs up. If you guys have not yet, go ahead and subscribe and hit that like for me. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you just hanging out with us here in the morning, getting this big old fat repair done. This thing has had an epic failure during the week, so now we have to come in here on the weekend and get this bad boy taken care of, so we can keep that money flow going. You got to keep that money flow going. Big corporate America needs guys like me all day long to come in here and spend a Saturday with them and get this all repaired for them. They can't handle all their problems. That's why I'm here to help. That's why I am here to help. Here we go. Look at this guy. This is a beautiful kit right here. 1, 2. So when you see a kit, it should have all the pieces in it. And if it's missing the pieces, oh man, that really grinds my gears. So we're gonna take this kit over and we're gonna get this all taken care of. Oh, sorry guys. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I can't let you see the secret sauce. Oh. We're headed back to the dance floor. So as soon as we get over to the dance floor, we are going to get you guys visible again. All right, we are back. So now that I got that part off, I need one more tool that is on this little cart. And that tool resembles something that looks like, sheesh, where'd he go? Where is it? Okay, hold on, guys. It's here somewhere. Oh, here we go. I believe. Maybe they got me again. I believe they did. Damn it. Yep, oh, here it is. I was about to start pointing fingers here. All right. Get that guy. And then we will get this guy. And then we'll get back up here to that big old Johnson and get him taken down. All right. Ooh. So we have half inch. So what we're gonna need now is we are gonna need the 3/8 ratchet. Let me get some of these pistols off of here because we don't need them. Get this guy off. We are done with the heavy equipment. We are done with the heavy equipment for now. Whew. Bear with me here, fellas. Bear with me here. Get this guy here. Get that guy there. And we're going to get something that resembles a ratchet slash breaker bar. Huh, voila. Ain't she a beauty? And we're gonna head back up to the scene. And let's get this guy. We'll see if we can't get these bolts loose without. There we go. Pushing them out, pushing them out. Yeah, it's so easy to get done by hand now. So I'm gonna go get in there and get those 4 bolts loose. Get that head off of that bad boy. And we should be good. Pack my clip. Oh, it's called the magazine. And we're gonna find that size. So that looks like a what, 3/8? Huh? We're on the standard side here, boys. Not metric. What is that? That is a 7. That is not gonna do the trick. I think it's this guy right here. And that is a 9/32. And too small. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the next size up. And that is it. So we are dealing with 5/16 here, guys. 5/16. Go ahead and insert it like so. I hope you guys can see that. Get them nice and seated, because if it's not seated, there's a good chance you're gonna. So this particular ratchet slash breaker bar has its adjustment right there. 1, 2, 3. Broke it free like butter. Oh man. It's turning into a good morning. All right, we had a little bit of struggle early on, but we've made it past. We worked past it. We just kept bucking away at it, and here we are. We are nearly finished. Look at that. She's coming right out. So if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and smash that subscribe. And if you can, if you enjoy, if you appreciate all the gratitudes and gratuities, hit that like button for me, man. You know, it don't cost you nothing to push the button. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out, and I'm gonna rest this bad boy right there, because I will need that here pretty soon, maybe. And we're gonna get these bolts out. And as soon as we get these bolts out, I will show you guys what the little breakdown looks like in between there. And there is one bolt. Yes, she's looking grimy. Keep everything right there in that bottom corner, because when it comes to putting this thing back together, I do not want. So let me think about this before I start taking all these bolts out, because as soon as I remove these 2 bolts, this head is going to fall down. This head's going to fall. So we may have to get the forklift and rest this on the forklift and get them laid down. And I might need a second set of hands for that. So I'll call the boys in. There we go. So let me prepare for the worst, because of course that's what's probably going to happen here. And we got 10 people in here now. So the worst case scenario is this head is going to fall down as soon as I pull these 2 bolts out. And that is probably what's going to happen to us. I can almost guarantee you. Yeah, I feel tension on that bolt. And I feel tension on that bolt. So what do we do? Let me go ahead and position this lift in here. Forklift, that is. And we will go from there. All right, guys. So I'm gonna leave my ratchet slash breaker bar there, and I'm gonna go grab this forklift. we're gonna get him set up and in place so that we don't have a catastrophic accident. All right. Whew. Been a long morning, guys. All right, so we are getting the forks in place, nice and slow. Slow and steady wins the race in this case. Slow and steady wins the race in this case. And we just want to get him buttoned up. Now, he is caught in a sling, so I'm not worried about, somebody getting killed around here, but I am worried about dropping this thing and damaging it, which I don't want to do that because up until now, I have a pretty good track record. All right, so now that we've got that done, let's get this done. All right, back to the bolts, guys. Do you remember these? Remember these? Yep. We are back. And this ratcheting type breaker bar is beautiful. These things are a lifesaver. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull the head out. And it seems like these bolts are so loose. At this point, we can do it by hand. Look at that. Look at that. I love it when a plan comes together. Yeah, I hope you guys can see that. You know what? Let me set up that light for you guys because how rude of me to be hosting a live without any light. You see that? Yes. How rude of me. Okay. Check it out. We got that nice dirty bolt. You see how that thing rotated? Honey. I'm trying to tell you. I'm dead, homies. That thing would fall down and eat the ground. It probably still will, but we'll find out. That's pure experience there, boys. Only because it's happened to me before. And, I had to do the walk of shame so many times. Let's not even go there. Okay, so we got that out. So now we're just going to go ahead and get him, you know what? Before we even get him situated with the forklift, I bet you any money I can maybe, oh, look at that. I was going to try to slide the forklift forks that way, but that works out way easier. Look at that dirty, dirty girl right there. We got 2 O-rings here, or we should. And it looks like we maybe have one eaten up. So let's get that head down and we'll see what this all looks like. So I'll show you how to do this by yourself, because that's pretty much what I'm doing, is doing this by myself. I'm going to grab the pendant to their 1-ton hoist, and it is a Harrington hoist, so it's a beautiful hoist. I like it. And we are going to slowly lower the head and then lower the forks. Right? Lower the head and then lower the forks. And just kind of do this until we're safely on the ground. And then we will be happy. Yep. A little bit easy does it. It's no rush. We got 7 hours left to get this job done. So we are not rushing. Got him down. Nice and safe. Nobody gets hurt. Everybody goes home to drink their Modelo's. All right, guys. We are doing it. Look at her go. You see her, boys? She's headed down. She is headed down. Yep. And that is that. So now for the whole reason why we're here, we are going to get that big old shaft out of there. And I may have to reposition around that side. So let's go ahead and get everything off of our cart so we have a clean working surface, which this lift was kind of left disastrous from somebody else, but we'll just go ahead and work past that. Here we go. Tools. Let's travel on over to the other side. 1, 2, 3, go. All right. All right, so I am going to just reach over and touch somebody. There we go. Oh, we just got to get this guy out. And everybody will be happy. That is just a big old long Venturi shaft is what it's really, what it's called. Oh, yeah. She is about 10 footer? 10 footer? I don't know. All right, so she's getting, I'm going to go ahead and lift this lift up because I need just a little bit of leverage. There we go. And then I'll just go ahead and slide her out so I don't have to do all the heavy lifting. Okay. 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 Ooh, she is. There she is. There she is, fellas. She is out. All by my lonesome. We got her out. Let's get her moved over. Oh, there she is, boys. And look at my hands. Why didn't you grab some gloves? Because I'm a jack. All right. So I'm going to get, oh, I see some damage on that. A little bit of damage on that. Some rubbing, huh? Let's just inspect her for overall health. And my diagnosis is she is cracked in the middle. And I guarantee you that because that's why we're changing her. Oh, there's no point in using gloves now. I am filthy at this point, and this is a dirty job. Dirty hands, clean money. I guess that's what they say. So we are cracked right here in the middle. And yes, you guys can see the fracture line. She's got a hairline fracture all the way around. So let's get her changed out. I'm going to get some gloves on because I don't want to catch any metal in my hand. So I'm going to grab this glove and I'll grab this glove. Hey, they don't fit. Like OJ. All right, so let's grab this bad boy. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'm going to let her slide on down to the ground. There she be. And we'll get her out of the way. We got an open floor today. The dance floor is ours for the day. So we're trying to make the most of it. And we're going to head over to the new one, which is in this coffin. Let's get him out of this coffin. Oh, Sleeping Beauty over here. So we got what? 1 bolt, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 screws. And they look like it's that pesky Torx bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Torx bit screws. What a pain. Okay, let me grab some Torx bits and get those screws out of there. So we will grab our little impact. We need some juice. So let me grab a juice box for her. So here we go. We got a juice box. Little juice box for the impact. And then we're gonna need an extension and that Torx bit. Now I can something missing when I get it back. So I could probably guarantee you guys that the bit we need won't be seen in this kit. All right, so what do we got here? We got some Torx bits right here. Let's get it. Let's try the biggest first. Oh, was it like a T20? Yeah, that'll work. Goodness gracious. Love it when a plan comes together. All right, we got one right here. There it is. And we got another. All right. So I guess I will set these here. I will sit there along next to that lonely gearbox. Keep them company. All right. Another. Oh, may I have another? Okay. And there's another. Huh. My count was all off. I had counted like 5. It's like 10 already. Sheesh. My math not so good. I didn't make it even past high school. There we go. And we got another one. All right. I think we're ready, guys. But I guarantee you there's always going to be that one that you missed. So let's see if we got it right this time. Put that to the side. We'll put that to the side. And we'll put him over there. Oh, we got them all. Sweet. Sweet. Just go ahead and let that fall on the ground. And look at that beautiful, beautiful Venturi shaft. Venturi pipe system. She is looking good. All right, so here we go. Let's get this old girl out of there and get her over to where we need to be. There we go. Up onto the shoulder. All right. Yeah, these are heavy. These are heavy. But there's nothing that we can't handle. There's nothing that we can't handle. Okay, so here we go. We got oh yeah. Okay. Whew. Well, that was fun. That was definitely fun. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, so we got her into place. So she needs to go back in their hole. Once again, back to her home in the hole. And we got 6 people in here. Go ahead and hit that like. We're going to get this big old shaft down the throat of that machine. All right, so let's get her positioned. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it is approaching lunchtime. We got to take a lunch, only because that's policy, not because I'm hungry. I've been snacking on this machine all morning. And this thing has kept me pretty full. Well, I would say all of us in here who's watching this crazy repair go down. Let me line her up a little bit better. So let me get my height. Let me get my height right. Okay. Okay. Oh. And that end has to get into that hole. Yeah. What I need to do is go ahead and not drop it. That's number 1. Don't drop it. Get it into that hole. Just like that. Oh. There. Oh, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. There it is. Woo! Woo, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, we have success. Oh, yeah. That was, I'm sure, a lot harder than it looked on camera. So we're going to go ahead and pull up to the other side and continue to shove this thing down that pit. There we go. All right. It's a whole lot of fun. Whole lot of fun at 8 o'clock in the morning. Good morning, guys. If you guys are just stepping in, we've been going at it. We've been going at it here for a minute now, but it's going to be all worth it once this job is done. So we just shoved this Venturi tube down this throat hole here. Oh, there she is. So what I need to do is head on over to the other side. Oh, and get that backside plugged in. But I think before we do that, and this is the mission of the job. This is it. So what happened is this tube, the old one, has a hairline fracture, and that hairline fracture causes air to pass between a high pressure system and a low pressure system. And we don't want that. It's just not good for us. So we had to do what we had to do to make that not happen no more. And that's when they call me. That's when they call me. Hey, can you make this not happen for us no more? Sure, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. I'll try anything once, you know what I'm saying? I will try anything once. So let's head on to the back side. I'm gonna need this. And let's head back there and see what we're gonna need. So now it's time for the acrobatics because I gotta climb over this big old fence. Oh. All right. And we are in. We are in. Oh. Whew. Okay. There it is. So I'm gonna squeeze my big old belly up in between this. Oh. And we see our shaft poking through. How nice. So I'm going to go ahead and get some light on this situation so that you guys can hopefully out there see while you're out there chilling, stretching on this lovely Saturday morning. Oh, look, she made it through. Oh, so beautiful. That is all we wanted right there. Couldn't ask for more. I could probably replace that bushing, but we'll worry about that on another day. Got a little bit of gap in there, but that is not our concern. Right now, at this point in time, we are only worried about getting that side attached to that head. Yes. So let's go ahead and get out. And we will work on the next phase of this project. Oh. Man, I tell you what, the older you get, the less you can bend. Whew, this is like torture right here. Get back over this fence. Oh. Sorry for all the moaning and groaning, guys, but sheesh. They just don't, the limbs just don't do it anymore. Okay, so I got to get the head back on that crown. But before I do that, I have to get, let me grab this flashlight for you. I am going to have to get this head. I'm going to have to get these seals changed that are in there. And they actually look really beautiful. They look really good. Since the last time we had this head apart was 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So they're looking really beautiful. And the grease content inside looks really good too. So I'm going to go ahead and take a lunch break. And we will jump back on this live when we get back. So until then, I will see you guys. Stay safe out there. I appreciate the view. I appreciate everybody stopping by. And I will see you guys on the next one here in about an hour. All right, guys.